hi everyone, and I thank you for sticking around to the bitter end here. I'm hoping that I can make it worth your while. I'm hoping to inspire you today. So I'm here to speak to you from the heart of America's teachers, not the Teachers Union. They purport to speak on our behalf, but they do not. So I'm here to tell you about how America's teachers feel. I'm here to speak to you from the hearts of America's parents. And you know, we come from a lot of backgrounds. Many are conservative, many are liberal, many are totally apolitical. But we have one thing in common. We care about kids, and we care about their education. And we have one thing standing in our way: the teachers' unions and the other public sector unions that work together with them. So I just want to give you a little bit of background about what's been going on. America's public school teachers have quite literally been suffering within a culture of fear at the hands of the teachers' unions. For decades, if we stand up and speak about what's right for the kids, school choice, anything that's right for the children, if we speak against the union's agenda, we are bullied and shunned. I'm just going to tell you a few of the names that I have been called as I have stood as the face of our national case for kids. I've been called a radical right-winger. I'm sure you have too. I've been called a free rider, and the best name that they call me inside of teachers' union conferences is a spawn of Satan. They've called you that too, by the way. I'm also a pawn of the wealthy 1%. So when you stand up against the teachers' union as a teacher, you are punished. And that is why America's teachers are too afraid to speak out. You are hearing from the teachers' union. They do not represent most of America's teachers. So even though our case came out to a 4-4 tie because of the death of Justice Scalia, we won on the merits on January 11th when we argued our case. Everyone knew we won. The other side knew we won. And then Justice Scalia tragically died. And some people have said to me, oh, Rebecca, it's not worth it. We should just give up. What a total waste of time. I totally disagree. Because we were able to find our voice. For 25 years of my career, I was complaining a lot about the unions. Couldn't find a voice. But that 3 years as the lead plaintiff, I found my voice. And not only that, the voice of millions of other teachers who stand behind me. Yeah, thank you. And the good news is, there are now some little pockets of teachers across the country who are finding their courage and finding their voices. And I want you to know that it's our testimonies, the testimonies of America's teachers, not the unions, the testimonies of America's parents, and your testimonies that are the power. Those are the powerful ways that we bring down the tyranny of the teachers' union with our stories. So I'm here today to plead with you. Please, 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 will you please help America's teachers and America's parents to make our voices heard? And I would like to give you a few suggestions on how you can do that. First of all, when the unions lobby you, whether you are a donor, whether you are a corporation, whether you are a legislator, when the unions lobby you, they are not speaking on behalf of America's teachers. They're speaking on behalf of a few, those that agree with them, but millions of us do not agree. When the unions lobby you, they are not speaking on behalf of America's children or their families, even though they say they are. They are not. When the unions speak to you and lobby you, they are speaking on behalf of the union leadership, and they are trying to push their political agenda. And they do that by taking money from middle-class Americans like myself. Please keep that in mind every time they come talk to you. Please invite us, America's teachers, America's parents, to come speak to you. If you're a legislator, we'd love to come speak to you at the state and national level. The unions keep speaking for us. They are totally unaccountable because of forced unionism. They get our money no matter what they do. So, I'd also like to ask you to please continue fighting for worker freedom. I know you're exhausted, so am I, but we just have to stand together and keep fighting. Forced unionism is literally undermining great teachers and ruining our educational system. We have to stand together for the sake of these kids and their educations. And I'd just like to encourage you that all great battles, including the battles for this great country, suffered losses. We lost a lot of battles, but we won in the end. So we just need to stick together and keep fighting. Unions are professional dividers. They divide the teachers from the administration. They divide the parents from the teachers. They divide the administrators from the teachers. And they're dividing the American public from you, the legislators. Don't let them do it. So my promise to you is I promise to be a good steward of the, I've been given a voice through this lawsuit. I'm the face of this movement, and I promise you to be a good steward of that. And I also promise you that I will lead, encourage, and inspire teachers across the country and parents across the country, and I will help them to get their stories out. But we need your help. I'll be praying for you, and I want to know if we can count on you. If we can count on you to help us make our voices heard. Please help us to make our voices heard at the state level, the national level, and within corporations and donors, foundations. We need a voice. And, you know, if we continue to let the unions divide us, we'll fall. We're watching that happen in our country right now. But if we can unite together, the grassroots like me, the legislators like you, the donors, if we can unite, we can save America together. So I hope you'll do it with me. Our kids are worth it. Thank you for having me today.